What is up, YouTube.com? It is your boy, the heelist, the Balor, Sim Balor, Prince Balor. You should know the freaking rest by now. If you don't know the rest by now, well, you're about to find out who the frick I am. I am back on the YouTube channel once again, and we're here to talk a very bizarre... Hang on, guys, I'm trying to fix my camera here because it is being a freaking snitch. We are here to talk WWE Smackdown Live in a very, very bizarre episode. More bizarre than usual. You know, weeks ago I told WWE to pick up the pace, and boy did they. Boy did they pick up the pace, especially last night. Like, I was very entertained by this show last night. There was just so many things happening, and I missed some of the shows. Some of the stuff I'm talking about, I actually didn't know what happened. I was very interested, very entertained, all that stuff, but overall, from what I saw, it was a good episode, and yeah, apparently it's going to be the last episode in the Performance Center because I believe starting next week we'll be moving to an arena, an official arena. I believe the Amway Arena. We're going to be doing Raw, SmackDown, all that stuff from here point on with in the arena. So it's pretty cool. They're moving out the PC with SmackDown, Raw. Sadly, NXT will not be involved because NXT is still going to be in the PC and all that stuff. But there's going to be fan interaction somehow. But should be good how that turns out. But yeah, I'm going to talk about SmackDown Live. Let's get it over with. The show kicked off. If I can get this going here. Sorry about that. The show kicked off with a recap of what happened a few weeks ago, blah, 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 the Retribution attacking last week on SmackDown, which is freaking weird. And then it kicked off with Big E coming to the ring, and he's gyrating, all that stuff. Gets some action up with Morrison, who was a little promo that says the singles run is the choice, but the New Day is injury prone, and Big E always looks hungry. Okay. Before Morrison and Big E could go on, the lights flicker, and here comes the hooded figures, Cole and Graves run off. Obviously, here comes Retribution, all that stuff. They start running off and all that stuff, which is hilarious. And the Retribution this time were not small. Retribution, they were bigger, and there were many of them. There were lots of members of Retribution. Okay, so it started with this chick on the apron. This chick on the apron right there. And I don't know who it was. She was freaking tall as heck. But she's on the apron, she gets in the ring, and all of a sudden we see Retribution coming out from both sides and start coming in, start beating everybody up. I mean by everybody, I basically mean Big E and John Morrison. They actually fought him off a little bit. Then in the process, they injured Big E, which sucked. They injured Big E, storyline-wise, and, sorry about that, guys. They injured Big E, and then they ran off. So, yeah, Retribution. And I know people are pissing and angry all over Retribution, like, well, this is the copy of the next storyline, oh, this is too sensitive and this and that. I can understand where everyone's coming from, but personally for me, I'm enjoying it a little bit. I mean, it's something new, it's something different. And you guys know I'm always welcoming to something new and different. So Retribution attacked, all that stuff. They leave, and Miz checked on John Morrison. After the break, the Miz explains that he was on the phone with Maurice. He says none of this would have happened if Big E didn't send out that tweet. Gable was checking up on Big E, and maybe his fate. So maybe he was checking on Big E. But this is actually where I left, because I didn't know what happened afterwards. In comes Constipated Corbin. I mean, King Corbin. He says that they need direction and leadership, and if we follow him, we will be safe. Big E tells him to shut his mouth. He says that this is their house. He says the Foot Clan. So we're represents the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, aren't we? The Foot Clan ain't going to run in this house and put their dirty feet on their couch. He's going back out, and he's going to beat Morrison to show these hooligans now that it's not the time to run high, it's time to run and fight. It's a fact right there. Yeah, Sheamus comes in to applaud the speech. He got goosebumps, so you can't see them because of his sick jacket. And he's all dressed up, all Irish-like, you know, still from the fight with Jeff Hardy a few weeks ago, so that was pretty cool. He says he's giving a desperate cry for help, and he is vulnerable and scared, and these fools smell the fear. Sheamus clowns Gable real quick and says they wouldn't dare interrupt Sheamus' match, and they would be very afraid of him. The guy's bad. Last week we saw be afraid of him, but these guys are freaking huge. And they're big. Big E tells Sheamus that he isn't alone. The faces leave, and we head to the ring where Sasha Banks is there. Security is surrounding the crowd. They're surrounding the crowd inside the barricade. And there was only, I think, 2 security guards, I believe. This is where I actually left. I went and actually got some shaved ice. So I missed pretty much the second half of the show, mostly. So let me see here. Bayley brings. Wait. Okay, here we go. Bayley brings up the group of fools, and they want to hear what Bayley has to say. These guys should follow suit. They are going to get going with Battle Royal. Sasha laughs it off and says people know better than interrupt her. She brings up facing us at SummerSlam, and we'll have to defend the tag team titles at Payback. Which, by the way, guys, is literally a week after SummerSlam, and I don't know why the heck they're doing that. I don't know. Something fishy going on, man. I don't know. And we'll have to defend. Yeah, as I said, tonight's about Bailey though. After last week when Stephanie tried to rain on their parade like always, she always does, but not even a McMahon can hold them down. You sure about that? They're going down to they're going to ring announce after the girls are announced for their upcoming match. Asuka attacks Sasha. Sasha leaves the ring, and the rest of the girls pour into the ring as we get a break. So who's in the Battle Royal? Okay, so in the Battle Royal we had Billie Kay, Peyton Royce, Tegan Knox, Shotzi Blackheart, Lacey Evans, Asuka, and everyone else. Who's everyone else? I don't know. We get two large groups going at it. Blah 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 blah. Oh yeah, Liv Morgan was in this match. Cool. I didn't even know that. Um. Hi. Hello, Thomas. How are you? Let me see here. We get two launch groups going at it. Either side of the ring. Morgan gets tossed over by the Iconics, but Liv stands on the apron. Ruby gets sent to the apron. Ruby drops down. Billie Kay is next, and Peyton. They pull off the apron, eliminating her. Ruby and Liv fight the Iconics to the back. In the ring, Dana sends Nikki through the ropes and kicks her, but apparently it's either the top rope battle royal, so Nikki is still in the. Okay, I'm just gonna go who won this match. In the end, I'm gonna go. Okay, yeah. Okay, this is way too long to read. I don't want to go. This is bigger too long. So basically, in the final two, you guys can go back and watch the match. In the final two, it's Asuka and Shayna. Okay, cool. Final two, they lock up knee from Shayna, whip into the corner. Asuka runs the corner, high knee from Shayna. Shayna eats a back elbow. Bailey grabs Asuka. Asuka kicks her away. Sliding knee to Bailey and Banks. Shayna kicks Asuka off the apron. Asuka lands on Bailey and Sasha. Okay, and then Asuka's now eliminated. Asuka hops back on the apron. They fight back and forth, and Shayna tries for the clutch. Asuka locks up her head from behind and pulls Shayna over her shoulder and down to the ground. Asuka wins. So Asuka won the Battle Royal, and she's going to SummerSlam to face both Bailey and Sasha for their respective championships. Um, I don't know, man. I don't know about this. I think this is a very weird move, having Asuka go ahead and facing both competitors at SummerSlam. I don't hate it. I just think it's a weird move. I think Asuka's basically going to be the Asuka's basically going to run the gauntlet, if you really think about it, because back to back. It's going to be basically what happened with Becky Lynch last year with her match, except Asuka won't be the double champion. Asuka's going to go and get her titles. So, yeah, I don't know how to feel about this. I don't hate it. I don't like it. It's just something that is just there. I do think that a better person should. Rhea Ripley apparently didn't appear in this match, which I find ridiculous. I mean, apparently it was just the NXT girls were basically just thrown in there. Like, come on, who's gonna believe? I love Tegan Knox, but who's gonna believe that Tegan Knox could win a battle royal like that on SmackDown of all things? Shayna, we all know Shayna. Really, Shayna Baszler. I don't know. People are saying Asuka's overpushed. Asuka's just. I don't know. I don't know what to say about this entire thing. I don't hate it. I don't like it. You guys know what I'm talking about. Talking down in the comments below about what you guys thought of the Battle Royal. I don't know, man. I don't know what to think about it. Asuka going after both titles at SummerSlam. I guess it makes sense storyline wise, but I don't know, man. I don't know how to feel about it. I really don't know how to feel about it, but it is what it is. I'm looking forward to the matches. I'm hoping that Asuka will win one title because I love Bayley and Sasha, but come on, man. The act is kind of getting stale. That's just my opinion there. Let me see. Yeah. After the match, this is an outrage. According to Bailey, Sasha did not know about this and need to stop freaking out. Bailey's got this. They both got this. Bailey says, come SummerSlam, she'll have something important to fight for. Asuka comes from around nowhere. Attack Bailey. She sends her into a box as Sasha tries to fight Asuka off. People come in to rescue Sasha, blah, blah, blah. We have a promo from Mandy Rose. To talk about how people perceive her. She tells Sonya that she's not the first person to say that Mandy is just another pretty face. She's just a Barbie doll, so fake. She can't wrestle. She's just a model. This hurts her to this day. She is a bikini world champion, but does having 3 jobs while putting herself through college while winning that championship mean anything? She worked her ass off to get there. This wasn't handed to her. It turns out Sonya has done nothing but remind Mandy that she is much more than a pretty face. Mandy wants Sonya at SummerSlam, hair versus hair. I kind of knew this is where this was leading to be honest with you guys. Say she can't wait to prove her wrong and it will get ugly. More security is backstage. Sheamus walks up and tells them to call it a day. Clock out. Sheamus will take it from here. So Sheamus is basically going to be running security. Cool, I guess. I don't know. Backstage, Nikki looks lovely. She is stressed. Alexa is standing nearby awkwardly. I'm reading this off of an article here. Okay, guys, I'm reading this off of an article. Don't misconstrue my words, all right? Alexa standing nearby awkwardly. Nikki apologizes. Alexa says she is fine. She's fine. She doesn't want Nikki to be worried about her. Nikki tells her to stop. The Fiend is here. Alexa needs to be somewhere safe. Alexa says she needs the answers from Brock. We get Chad Gable and Shorty G. I don't want to talk about this match. Moving on. All that happened was that I believe Sheamus won the match. This is where I actually got back from getting shaved ice, but Sheamus won the match. Moving on. AJ Styles. AJ Styles will be rating Jim Ross's Jim Ross's younger brother Joseph Park. That's really what the article says. It says backstage AJ Styles is berating Jim Ross's younger brother Joseph Parks. This is some TNA flashbacks, man. We come back from the ring and AJ Styles is out with Parks, all suited up. AJ's on the mic. He says there's a lot going on, and no one cares about these hooligans. We've got more pressure and matters. Who will face him at SummerSlam? Who wants to know? Well, it doesn't matter because O'Brien saying the IC champ has to be a fighting champ. AJ wonders, hasn't he been that? He just wants to enjoy being the IC champion. He wants to enjoy sitting at home, getting on Twitch, and enjoying the moment. And then he plugs his Twitch stream. But so many people just like us are acting like a bunch of nerds. Nerds! Little throwback there. Oh yeah. Throwing out statistics. I can't get that word right, guys. I suck at that. Like, he needs to be here. That, what do we need to... You know what I mean. I'm not going to go through that word. He didn't draw it on Styles. When he watches baseball and football, he's looking at stats. When then he realized he is just a handsome stud of a nerd himself. He cares more about stats. If we are going by stats, then he has hired a team. The phenomenal Intercontinental Statistics System, PISS. System PISS? Okay, basically it's what it is, called PISS. So he won't be handing out anything. This will be earned on merit alone. So here we go. Let's see who number one is. Drum roll happens. AJ Styles removes the sheet, and then it says AJ Styles on the top, and then he removes it again. It says nobody, blah blah blah. He says nobody has earned the ring to be with him, earned the right to be in the ring with him. And then Jeff Hardy comes out. There was rumors going around this week that Jeff Hardy's rumors face AJ Styles SummerSlam. So yeah, rumors are true apparently. Jeff Hardy has heard enough. His music hits, cutting off AJ. He says that the tournament AJ won, Jeff never got a fair chance because Sheamus set him up. He doesn't want to dwell on the past, but it could have been Jeff or AJ in the finals. Moving on, the IC title has been special to Jeff. He knows Jeff's worth, what he's accomplished, and is a member of the WWE Universe. AJ versus Jeff sounds like a mega cool. AJ respects Jeff, but he knows him for a long time, or he's known him for a long time. There have been a lot of people who would have loved Jeff versus Styles in the ring. Jeff is part of the big tag team in the business. Did not mention the Hardy Boys, for obvious reasons. The best tag, he deserves to be on the board. So if Jeff is asking if AJ wants to face him in the ring for the IC title, AJ builds it up and basically says hell no. It's pretty cool. Jeff basically attacks him. He hits Parks. I don't know why he hits Parks, because Parks wasn't doing anything wrong. He was just standing there. And then he hits AJ with the twist of fate. Oh, and and this article says WWE has the worst baby faces. Lucky for Jeff, he's brought his own dry erase mark and gives the boy the autograph. Backstage, Cesaro and Shinsuke ask Shinsuke how to say a little Japanese, while Lindsay and Grand Metalik steal the tag team titles. We return and AJ says Jeff will be erased, but that Willie Jeff used a permanent marker. Yeah, Jeff used a permanent marker on the freaking board. It was so funny. Shinsuke goes to Shinsuke and Grand Metalik. It was a pretty good match. Shinsuke won the match, and then Kalisto returned. He is jacked as frick. He is jacked. Like he is ripped. Like holy crap. Kalisto returned. He is freaking wow. You should go back and watch. He returned. He has goatee and he has a full beard. Basically, he returned. Did some pretty cool moves, all that stuff. And that was it. Kayla is backstage and brings up Corbin to Riddle. How is Riddle stayed so positive despite being there for King's ransom? Matt Riddle's run on the main roster has just been not good. I expect that coming from this company, but whatever. I'm not going to complain about that much. Riddle asks if he can call Kayla bro. I found this kind of funny. He says yes. He says he's laid back and cool, and this article says cool. I don't know why. Because he came here to bro down and throw down. He wants to compete, but Corbin, the dude who calls himself a king, has a little pain. He called him and tried to fight him, caused a loss for him last week. He doesn't know what else he's supposed to do. In comes Chad Gable, blah, blah, blah. He tried to explain himself, and then in the end, basically, he set him up. He basically set him up. We all thought that Shorty G was the babyface, when in reality, he is not the babyface. He's not the baby. I'm just saying, ladies and gentlemen, he's not the babyface in the storyline. King Corbin attacked him, blah, 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 then who freaking cares? We're moving on. Matt Riddle just, I don't care. Let me see. Is it the ending segment? I think it is. Okay, Alexa Bliss has an interview. She says she's been better than in recent weeks. She is asked about her history with Braun. She says she got to know the man behind the monster. We got some clips of Team Little Big, all that stuff from back in the day with the Mixed Match Challenge. She said, oh yeah, they had a thing going. Braun is a good man. He's funny, witty, he's protective, compassionate. They get along well because rather call each other out. They can be fun and become best friends. They became best friends. She is asked if they would ever become more than friends romantically. She says maybe. Braun cared about her. She cared about him. Is this why the Fiend targeted Alexa? She says. Is this why the Fiend targeted Alexa? She says she doesn't know. That's the question for the Fiend. What's the means the Fiend's presence? She says it's scary, terrifying, also compelling. And once you've interacted with him, you feel his presence. This is getting weird. You feel his presence, and she understood what they say when they said moth to a flame. This is weird. This is so weird. I'm moving on. Braun said some very strong comments last week. How did he make her feel? Alexa chokes a bit and turns her face, and we get a commercial. Yeah. And so in this backstage, she thought about it, and she thinks Mandy's going to look great bald. She wants to remind Mandy that maybe why everyone said what they said is because it's true. She would destroy Mandy once and for all. She accepts the challenge, and now it's on officially a Mandy Rose and a Sonya Deville at SummerSlam here for Sarah. Can't wait to discuss that next week, folks. John Morrison and Big E. I don't care about this match. Big E won, and then basically, yeah, Big E won the. Yeah, wait. Yeah, Big E won the match. The lights flickered, and no. Let me see. No. Yeah, Big E won the match. Yeah. And then this gets weird. This gets very weird. The match gets weird, but we go backstage, and the hoodies are tearing. Okay, here we go. Let me try this here again. So basically, before the match even started, we had the freaking roster surrounding the ring because of Retribution. They surround the ring, and I believe what happens is that the lights flicker. I'm trying to go where... Okay, here we are. And Otis comes out. He comes down to talk shit to Miz, who talks shit to Otis, and the lights flicker as Morrison locks up Big E. Cole calls for security while Morrison and Big E wrestle. We see the wrestlers around the ring. We go backstage, and the hoodies are tearing up backstage, hitting refs with moves and laying them out. One dude on a WWE shirt gets smacked with a bat in a chair. Someone breaks into the bathroom and traps some... This was funny. Someone broke into the bathroom, and they freaking locked the door. It's basically like what happened with Orange Cassidy, I believe, last year. It was either this year or last year. Remember when Orange Cassidy was locked in the bathroom? Or it was in the bathroom? I think it was a fight. I think it was a brawl or something like that. They opened the door, and Orange Cassidy's just sitting there. No, he's just standing there. He's just standing there looking cool like Orange Cassidy always does. It's kind of like that. It was pretty funny. They opened the door, and this dude's literally sitting on the toilet. I don't want to know what he's doing. The guy who opens the door just stands for like a quick sec. He closes the door, and then he grabs this chair and barricades the guy in the bathroom. Meanwhile, while that's going on, everyone's getting the living heck beaten out of them. Cole's calling for security, and the referees get the living heck beaten out of them. Like, oh my god! And then they spray paint, cancel WWE. I made a comment on Twitter that it's like cancel culture's coming after the WWE. It's so funny. It's like the trolls on the internet are coming after WWE. They dressed up in like hoodies, and they freaking just ramshack the WWE Performance Center. It's so weird. I don't know, man. It's so weird. I'm enjoying this, man. Yeah, as I was saying, Big E wins the matches. Retribution, basically Retribution just caused havoc. WWE roster actually ran backstage because they didn't know what was going on until Cole called for like, guys, something's happening backstage. And then they all go running backstage, and they were too late. So yeah. Okay, time for this match. Time for this moment here. Oh yeah, and Sheamus comes out and bro kicks Big E. Then he bro kicks Morrison, then he goes for Big E ducks, and blah blah blah. Moving on. Um. Anyways, moving on. We have the main event, the segment of the event. We have Braun Strowman coming out, and he's bald. Braun Strowman's out here and he's bald. He says directly in the camera. He says They say you'll never see it coming. Let me try to sing this voice. Let me get my voice all brawned up here. They say you'll never see it coming at SummerSlam. He told the Fiend that when he left the swamp, he'd be more evil. He'd be the most evil son of a bitch that anyone has ever laid his eyes on. He's going to rip the Fiend limb from limb, and he will eviscerate him, and he will consume his internals. Is this pro wrestling or is this a butcher shop? What the frick are you running, Vince? Oh my god. Anyways, Alexa Bliss's music hits. She enters the ring. Braun refuses to talk to her and look at her. Braun's looking at the camera and he's staring down at the camera and it's so freaking weird. Anyways, so she enters the ring and she says, this is not the Braun Strowman she knew. When he said he didn't care, Bliss doesn't believe that. They've been friends for years. You've only been friends for like, I think, 2 years. Whatever. Anyways, moving on. Braun says Alexa used him as a pawn. Let me try again. She used me as a pawn. He said it last week. He doesn't give a damn about her. He's not the same clown he used to be, led by his beard, singing songs in his stupid car. I cracked up at that line. Braun wants to spell it out for everyone that everyone who comes in contact with the Fiend changed, including Alexa. Now get out of my damn ring. Alexa says okay, and warns Braun to be careful what he wishes for. Alexa says that she can't talk some sense to him, so I have to slap some sense into him. She demands him for Braun to look at him. Braun turns and Alexa slaps him for like 3 times. She says, as she slaps, she's saying, wake up, Braun, wake up, Braun. It's so freaking weird. And once again, I apologize for the background noise. Ladies and gentlemen, we're working on the yard back there, so that's why I'm trying to talk as loud as possible. So she slaps him like 3 times. She goes in for another slap. And Braun just keeps looking at her, and he's smiling. And he grabs her, he bench presses her in the air, and he looks to toss her. Braun goes out in the section, lights go out, Braun calls out the Fiend, as Braun looks to talk Celeste out of the ring. He holds her high presses her and drops her in the air just as the lights go out. Yeah, we don't see it, but he basically bench pressed her and dropped her. Lights come back on, the Fiend's in the ring, Alexa's holding her stomach, Braun is gone, he's now on the screen laughing in the knife, and Braun has some chuckles too. To end the show. This is a weird episode. First of all, I wrote this on Twitter. I don't know what they're heading for with this. I think what they're heading for is that Alexa is changed. You're gonna see it at SummerSlam. Alexa has changed, but she's not really sure. Like, I don't know. Is Alexa with the Fiend? Is she playing the Fiend? Is she with Strowman? Is she playing Strowman? I don't know what they're heading for. People are getting this Joker Harley Quinn vibe from this storyline. I'm getting that too. I don't know what they're heading for with this. But I am very intrigued with what they're going with this storyline, what they're going with Retribution, what they're going with Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton, and definitely what they're going with Dominic and Seth Rollins. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what the heck they're heading for with this SummerSlam. I don't know. Like, what do you guys think they're heading for with this storyline? Because I don't know what the heck to think about this. But also, who the frick is behind Retribution? We don't know. I still think the hacker is behind Retribution. And they also announced next week on Smackdown, AJ Styles will be facing Jeff Hardy. Not at SummerSlam, but on Smackdown. I don't know why. Guess the pulling ratings. I don't know. Jeff and AJ's taking place on SmackDown instead of SummerSlam. I think some shenanigans are going to go down with that. So I think it's going to happen at SummerSlam regardless. But yeah, that's SmackDown in a nutshell. I gave this show like a freaking 8. I don't know, man. This is a bizarre episode. You have to go back and watch. I don't know what the heck it was, but I enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. They had me suckered in. And yeah, I don't know where they're heading with all this stuff, but yours truly is enjoying it. And that's the video, guys. That is the review. If you enjoyed it, if I missed something out, I really do apologize. I hope I didn't miss anything out on this review. Next week, obviously, I will be here for the predictions video. I will not be doing SummerSlam. I will not be doing live reactions again this time around, but I'll make some up for you. I'll probably do a reaction. Remember back at Money in the Bank, when I did reactions to that? I'll probably do the same thing to SummerSlam. Just a few matches. Who knows? and TakeOver, obviously. So I'll be back to review next week. TakeOver in to predict TakeOver in SummerSlam, and obviously yours truly has the Losers Lounge podcast next week. So I'm very excited to get back on there with my crew once again. That is the review. I will see you all next week. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, just hit that like button down below. Subscribe for videos like this one. Follow your boy on Twitter, Heel Balor, and Instagram, Heel Balor YT. And I will see you all next time. Just sweet. Peace out.